Hey y'all, I'm going to flip through these images from Tailor Made Journals. These are her antique book covers. She has two sets. This is one set. And this is the second set. And I'm going to be using these to make small journals or notebook type journals that will fit into a blue jean back pocket, a men's front shirt pocket, or you can easily slip into your purse or bag or backpack. When you purchase these, you get several different formats. I'm choosing to use the 4 per page because of the size of journals that I want to make. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut all these out. These are really cute. They're a nice size. Now I'm going to gather up all my food packaging that I've been saving for projects. And I'm going to cut these down and use them as the basis for my covers. Here are some of the ones that I have cut. And then I chose the papers that I wanted to mat these with. And these are the papers also from Tailor Made Journals. These are her antique marbled and end papers. All of these papers are available over in her Etsy shop. And I'm going to flip through some of these and show you how I decided to pair them up with the covers. My next step was to begin matting my cardboard cutouts. And I'll do this by gluing the dark side of the boxes or the printed side of the boxes to the marbled papers. I cut around each piece, leaving an edge so that I had plenty of paper to fold and glue my matted images in place. Now I will fold each side flat against the cardboard edge. Now right here, I'm going to put a mark just to show you how I figure out where I need to glue. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it towards the cardboard and glue it to the cardboard. But where that pencil line is should meet up with the edge of the cardboard. Where that pencil line is where that original fold line is from folding the sides up. Now I'm going to glue the corners down. And then glue each side down. And this is what it looks like. And I will do this for each cover that I'm planning on using. Now I have some leftover craft paper that was used for some other projects that I just rolled up and stored. And I'm going to start cutting this paper down into strips that are more manageable and making sure to cut out the pieces that have been ruined. And then I cut those strips down to the size that I need to mat the inside of my covers. And then I will glue these on. And then put them under some heavy books to dry. When these covers are dry, then I'll be ready to add the book covers to them. Okay, I have several of these covers that are dried, and now I'm going to score my center lines so that I can fold the covers in half. Now, because I use cereal board and packaging cardboard, they're pretty thick. And so what I'm going to end up doing is scoring 2 additional lines. So right now I'm just making sure that center line is really very, very scored all the way through the other side. And then I'm going to put my wooden ruler up against that score line and press. Now I can already tell on one side of this cover I didn't put enough glue on one edge. I will have to glue that packing paper down a little better. It's fine. Now I'm going to come 1/4 of an inch on either side of that center line and create a score mark. One on the left side and one on the right side. Okay, now I have a center score line and a score line on each side of center. And I'm just going to start easing that fold, that center fold into the cover. And I'll use my ruler. I'll also start rubbing that center fold line to heat that paper and heat that cardboard. And that helps folding it. It helps keep it from cracking as you're folding it, and it makes it a little bit easier to fold. And then I'm just intently but gently folding and heating and folding and heating. Now I will take the second and third score line, and I'm not going to fold those completely. I'm just going to bend them a little bit, and it allows for expansion of the journal when you add the pages into the journal, so that the spine curves a little bit to allow for the bulk of the pages that you're adding in. No, I'm just using my fingers to roll the spine just a little bit. I'm pressing pretty hard, but I'm allowing it to roll a little bit because the edge didn't completely meet up flush on the front and back of the cover. So I'm just adjusting that with my fingers. And then I will go on to the next cover. Okay, now I have 2 covers ready for the antique book covers to be matted to the front of them. So I will just glue those into place. And now I can get the pages ready and add my signature to the inside. Okay, these 2 covers are done. And I will just continue on making my little mini journal notebooks. Thanks for watching, y'all.